Hey folks, how you doing? Papa Joe here in one of my Papa Joe shirts. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Those that said they was, let me turn this heater down a little bit. Those that said you was interested in these shirts, I'm not gonna get them from this guy. The wife and I have worn ours a time or two. I'm not that impressed. Good shirts. We don't like the decals, and they wouldn't last you that long. The decals would start coming off and stuff. So there was a shirt shop up there by us where we live, or down there by us where we live. I want to try to make contact with her. I got some vacation time coming up. We will be taking a little trip during that, going up to see my mama. She's gonna be 80, and she hasn't seen us four boys. I'm the youngest of four boys, and she ain't seen us since long before I went in the Marine Corps, and that's been a minute. So something she's been asking for the last few years is to see her four boys together. So well, I don't know what that was. So that's what we're gonna give her for her birthday. We're gonna go see her, and us four boys will get along for a few hours and then go our merry ways. So when I get back from that trip, I hope the lady's still in business. I'm really into entrepreneurship. Y'all know that. I've been told about a couple of big places on the internet where I can do the shirts and get them for real cheap. I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry. I'm not really going to make any money off of them from y'all, but I'm not going to buy the cheapest shirt that I can, and I'm not going to buy from a large corporation. That ain't me. That ain't the American way. As our new president said today, buy American. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I can't get Hanes or something, you know, because they're made in America. And I'll see if I can get an entrepreneur to make them. And whatever the cost of them and shipping, I'm probably going to add like $2 onto it for my wife's hassle of getting them in the mail to you. You know, I'm not interested in making money off of them. I'm damn sure not interested in losing money on them. And I'm not going to ask my wife to work just totally free to send y'all a shirt at cost. So yeah, I'm going to let her make a couple dollars a piece, and if y'all can live with that and you want a shirt, then we'll order some shirts. So that's where I am with that. I did make it out of Vegas today, coming over the rock, Flagstaff. It got kind of nasty up top. I feel sorry for those going over tonight. I had plans on going about another 200 miles today, but as the sun started really getting down, well, it is down, it was getting dark, I started watching the temperature quickly drop. And down here there wasn't no snow. There was snow a while ago. Nope, it quit snowing here. And I don't have to be in a hurry. I was kind of pushing it so I could get up there to my receiver. I can deliver Sunday if I so desire. And I was going to get on up there and see about getting in a 34. And with this ice and stuff, I'm like, why take a gamble? You know, why put myself through the stress and the chances and everything else? I ain't in a hurry. So I went ahead and knocked off early, which didn't hurt my feelings, because I've got to look at some of the stuff that happened today. Today was a very important day to me. I am going to do my best, no promises, but I'm going to do my best to I'm going to see if I can. Well, I guess that won't just shut off by itself. Let me try this. The light stays on. Thank you. Oh no, that ain't gonna work. I was seeing the glare right there, so I was gonna try to fix that for you. But that one shines right at you too. Put it where it shines at me. So I am going to do my best to cut back on bad-mouthing Obama so much. Being that he's not in there, hopefully he'll fall off my radar. I'm going to attempt to let up just a little bit on the liberals and the Democrats. I'm going to be getting down a little bit more on the Republicans. Simply because the way I see it, that hair right there, I know none of y'all are old enough to have them wide hairs yet. The way I see it is we right now have a good chance to save our country from the way it's been going. We can turn our country around. You've heard me say before that we couldn't blame Obama for everything, and we couldn't. Obama did us a lot of damage because when they didn't work with him as he wanted, he had his phone and his pen, and he used them greatly. Now, President Trump says he's going to go in there and do away with a bunch of it, which is a good thing. The Republicans should have been stopping him. There was a lot of stuff the Republicans should have been doing because they had control. But instead, they just turned around and kissed him on his butt. Now, with Trump in there, and all the things Trump's wanting to do, and I watched his speech today, and I am not going to lie, it brought a couple tears to my eye. I was that happy to hear someone talking like he was, you know, and the whole speech, I don't think I heard I or me even once out of him. He talks so much like a proud American patriot, and the things that he says he's going to do. Can he do them all? No, he can't. Can he try? Yes. Can he get a lot of stuff switched around and on the right path? Yes. If he has help of our Congress and Senate and all our elected crooks up there. If they will help him, he can do a lot. I am not sure. I scratched my arm and I got it bleeding. I don't want to get on my new Papa Joe shirt. I am not sure who has to approve and all that of cutting out this money that's going overseas. But his statement about the billions and trillions of dollars borrowed, he didn't add that, I'll add that, borrowed money that is going overseas to foreign countries, and in some cases making them rich off of our dollar, and yet our country's falling apart. He's wanting to cut that money out. He's wanting to stop it. I agree. I'm sorry, I agree. There are countries over there that swore they would help pay for some of the wars, then they didn't do it. But we have people here that is mad at Bush and at Obama because they spent so much money on the war. And you have to remember, some of that money we were supposed to got reimbursed, and we didn't do it. And our elected crooks up there didn't have the cojones to pull the trigger and say, you owe us, pay us. Trump says he does. Trump says he's got the cojones, and for some reason I believe him. So I don't know who can improve cutting out some of the monies going overseas, but they need to be cut out. I am 99% certain that Trump cannot just say stop and it all stops. That's why we have a House and a Senate and blah, blah, blah. He was talking about how our infrastructure fell apart. And it did. And people are talking about, well, how's he going to create jobs? Well, folks, if we stop the money that we're just giving away, we're borrowing to give away. If we knock that nonsense off and put that money back into our infrastructure and our businesses, right there's your money how to do it. Right there are your jobs to create. And I don't care. Yes, there's going to be some people that just don't want to work. They're just too lazy to work. They're everywhere in every country. The Bible even tells you that they are there. And the Bible tells you if they don't want to work, let them go hungry. We won't do that. We've got too much welfare and stuff to do that. We can't do that. So we won't. But it could put some people to work. A lot of them. And I know there's a lot of men out there and women, but there's a lot of men out there that would go to work to support their family in a heartbeat. And yes, some of them's in the inner city. And yes, all of them are of all different races. You know? So yes, he could do some building on the jobs. I heard a Democrat quoting a bunch of numbers about all the jobs that Obama had created and how wages have went up. I don't know about y'all, but my wages ain't gone up. And the jobs he created were minimum jobs. Where his Obamacare destroyed so many jobs, it created twice as many smaller, lesser jobs. Walmart stuff where you're still on welfare. They didn't, well, never mind, I ain't going into it. I said I was going to slack up. See, it's hard for me. Something else that really does bother me is Trump has had some visitors, some really big names in the black communities, a couple of all-star sports heroes, Steve Harvey, I can't think of the other guy. There's been a whole bunch of them that have gone to Trump Tower to talk to him. And they're all from the inner city. And now, we all know that Trump did not grow up in the ghetto. And you know, ghetto's a bad word anymore. You're supposed to say inner city. Whatever. We all know I'm not politically correct. So Trump was talking to people that know about the ghetto. They understand the mentality. They understand the locks that are keeping them locked in there, and all this other stuff. So he's wanting to talk to the people in the know to help him to understand and to help him know what needs to be done. Well, that's good. It's good on his part, and it's good on them black leaders that's going to meet him. That's good. How come the black liberal paid crooks are bad-mouthing all of these leaders? They're a mediocre Negro. That's their words, not mine. Steve Harvey and these all-stars, and I'm not into sports, so I don't remember their names. I just know they was supposed to be some whoop-de-doo. Now, these are national heroes from my understanding. Big in their industry or in their field. A great support, influence, and example for young black youth to look up to and aspire to be. But yet when they go to Trump and talk to Trump about helping out the black community, the elected black politicians start trashing them. Very interesting, ain't it? I was listening to, watching CRTV, and I can't think of the lady's name. She's a black lady, one of the head honchos of that CRTV. She did a pretty in-depth investigation on Black Lives Matter, but that's irrelevant for this part. And they was talking to her, and they asked her, now you got one white guy, one Oriental guy, a woman, man, I can't think of her name either, and she's good. Oh man, she's wrote several books. She went on to The View and tore them girls up. I laughed when I seen that one. Macon. But anyway, and then this black lady. So, you know, it's an interracial board there. And none of them are being offended because they're being asked questions about races and that are based on race, because that's the conversation. So the guy, he asked her, and now these are well-known people, and he's into sports, and he asked her, how come when these well-renowned leaders go to talk to Trump, why in the world did the black politicians call them mediocre Negroes? He says, I don't understand. If you're white, you can go to Trump Tower and meet with the president-elect, and you're okay. But if you're black and you go to Trump Towers to meet with Trump, president-elect, now you're a mediocre Negro, and you're racist. And she says it's real simple. She says, you look at all of these major cities that has all this crime and all this stuff. Trump went there, and he went deep into there, and he met with the people, and he talked to the people, and he says, I'll be back. We're going to work on this. We're going to fix some of this. She says, and I honestly believe he will. She says, and those politicians are scared to death that he's going to come back and fix the intercity problems. He's going to create jobs. He's going to take care of the gang problem. He's going to take care of so many people being out of work, and he's going to start straightening stuff up. She says, and all these career politicians, she says, they're Democrats. They've been running these cities, these inner cities for years. and have done nothing to fix them. They don't want them fixed. They want to keep everybody thinking that they have to be on welfare, because if all the people are on welfare, then the city gets welfare money, and all that money goes into these politicians' pockets. If Trump goes in there and starts fixing stuff, it's going to really open the eyes of a lot of voters. And these Democrats are afraid these voters will start voting Republican, because the Republicans came in and fixed them. It makes sense to this old hillbilly. I'm not from the city, but it all made sense to me. There was over 1,000 protesters in D.C. today, and the large majority of them were peaceful. You had a bunch of people wanting socialism, but they had got their permits, they had their stands up, they did everything legit and above board. We might not like their message, but that's beside the point. They did it right, they did it legal, they did it peacefully. From my understanding, there was only one group that was going around causing trouble. Guess who it was? Black Lives Matter. Ain't that amazing? And last I heard, over 200 of them was supposed to have been arrested. Good. Breaking out the windows of stores, and they were. Breaking out the windows of Starbucks, they did. Caught 2 cars on fire. Clashed with the police. Pried bricks up out of the street, broke them in half, and flung them at the cops. Some cops were hurt. Arrest them. Everyone you can get your hand on, arrest them. That's not protesting. That's rioting. That's being violent. That's being stupid in a no stupid zone. Arrest them. Period. The 62 or however many Democrats that are protesting Trump and didn't go to the inaugural balls and all that, or the inauguration and all that, y'all need to know if they're in your community and somebody on your voting block. You need to talk to your neighbors and you need to vote them out. Period. If they cannot go welcome a new president and new first lady, they do not have your and my best interest at heart. They're mad because their apple cart's going to get upturned, or they're afraid it will. Those are the kind we need out, folks. Need to drain the swamp, and we need term limits. We definitely need to educate some of these youth, like a bunch of them that was up there in the streets. Now that guy, they did 2 different roving reporters, and they said there was people of all ages, so it wasn't just a bunch of kids, and there was people from all over and all races that was up there protesting in the street. It was the younger one that got stupid and violent. Lost my train of thought. I know. Short train, right? Engine in a caboose. But yeah, there was all kinds up there. The younger set, or the riding ones was of the younger ages. But, and I don't have a problem with people protesting peacefully. If you do it right, it's your right. If you do it wrong, you need to go down. Sing a song. Damn sure need term limits. I want to see if Ted Cruz, how he's making out with his deal. Excuse me. We do have a new Secretary of Defense. And we do have a new Homeland Security guy. Dadgummit, where'd he go? There it is. Had to turn that heater off back there. It really did surprise me that they voted them in today. One of them was like an 88-1, and the other one was like a 66-11 type deal. Wow. Old Bulldog got in there. That'd be interesting. And yes, I think they both do a good job. Those that cry that we don't need the military in them positions. Yes, we do. Well, they need to know a little diplomacy. They know how to deploy. They can talk a tough talk if they have to. And it done got too damn hot in here. I'm sorry. So, yeah, they need to be in there. It's been a good day. I told the wife, I said, it's a porper. A porper? I said, yep. 4 good things happened today. She's like, what? Obama's out. She had to agree. Trump's in. She had to agree. Our taxes are paid before penalties, our property taxes. She had to agree. And I made it over that damn nasty mountain. It's a porper. So, I'm quite happy. This is taking up a half hour, and I ain't said a whole hell of a lot. Seeing that I got almost 10 subscribers today. I know I got over 7. Thank you to the new subscribers. I appreciate you. I appreciate those that are sharing this with their friends and whatnot. Please share it more. If y'all would hit the like button, it helps me out. You're already subscribing to the channel, so you can get some of your friends to subscribe. It could help. And watching a commercial or two, as painful as it is, that would help me a lot too. Other than that, folks, remember, God loves you. So do I. Y'all have a blessed evening, and I hope that if you do not support Trump, if you was not a Trump supporter, please give the man a chance. Let's all work together. I was not a Trump supporter. I've got friends that'll tell you that. You can watch the videos. However, he was the only choice that I was given. And now that he did win, we all need to get behind him. Let's become Americans again. It's what we really need. We need to become Americans again. Not Afro-Americans and Irish-Americans and Chinese-Americans. Let's just work on being Americans and getting our God back in our country. I wasn't going there, but I will. And let's see about getting our country back on track. Y'all have a blessed evening. If you're out here in this mess, be careful. It's going to get nasty tonight. Black ice will be everywhere. Good night.